on today's video, we've got the first look of the Meprolight MCO Pro. Let's head over to the other bench, get this out of the box. We're going to go over all the specs, the packaging, and all that. And then at the end of the video, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek of the gun we're going to be testing it out on when we take it out to do the review video. Alright, we'll go over the packaging real quick. Meprolight always does a really good job with the packaging, but this is the top of your box. To the side, you got your serial number, model number over here. This is the other side, and this is the back of the box. Now this is a removable sleeve, so you're just going to slide this off, and the top of the box just lifts off. Got some silica gel here. Go ahead and pull this bag off the optic. But that is some pretty cool packaging. Now we've got this little triangle package here. Got a really nice cleaning cloth. This has the Meprolight logo on it. We've got the CR2032 battery. We've got this really nice little tool. I also got this with my MCO Pro S when I got it. But you can switch it from one side to the other. This has a flat head on this side and your Torx on this side. And then we also have two more Torx wrenches. Now, when we take the optic out of the box, you're going to see that it is actually mounted on this stand. This is made out of plastic. It does have the Meprolight logo on it, and it's got a piece of 1913 rail. What a cool presentation for an optic. And then underneath that, we have our owner's manual. They always provide a very nice owner's manual. And then you've got some foam padding here in the bottom of the box. And that is everything in the box. Alright, let's go over some quick specs on the MCO Pro. So this has an overall length of 2.06 inches. The height on this is 2.28 inches. And your overall width on this is 1.59 inches. Now the MCO Pro does have a little bit of weight to it. This weighs in at 5.33 ounces with the battery. And this is constructed out of 7075 T6 aluminum. Now let's talk about the reticle on this. I do have the battery installed, and I've got it up on the brightest setting right now. But this does have a 2 MOA dot with a 68 MOA speed ring. Now I know the camera is not picking up the dot and the circle very well, so I will bring what the reticles look like up on the screen. Now being that this is multi-reticle, you can switch between just the dot and the speed ring. But it also has a dot with the speed ring with an MRAD holdover. Now I have pretty bad astigmatism and I'm getting a little bit of starbursting with just the dot. But using the dot and the speed ring, it's pretty crisp. Now your brightness adjustments are here on the side. You've got your up and your down. And it actually has 12 brightness settings. You've got 10 daytime settings and 2 MV settings. Now I've got just the dot on, and to switch between the different reticles, you are going to hold the down button. Takes about 5 seconds, and it will change. Hold it again, it will change again, and if we hold it again, we go right back to the dot. Now one thing I have not mentioned yet, obviously this is an enclosed emitter red dot. You've got your glass here in the back, and your glass here in the front. Now the battery compartment is here on the side, and that little tool that came in the box, you will use the Torx wrench to loosen these two screws, and then you can use your flathead to just pry that out, and you will install your CR2032 battery. And the battery life on this is 25,000 hours on setting 5. Now one thing that really helps with the battery life on this does have shake awake. If the dot is sitting still for 1 hour and senses no movement, it will shut itself off. And as soon as you tap the optic or grab whatever this is mounted on, it will turn back on. And it does have memory, so it will go right back to whatever setting and reticle you had it on when it shuts off. Now, if you want to manually shut off the optic, you are going to hold your up and down button at the same time. Takes about 5 seconds and it will shut off. And to turn it back on, it does not matter if you hit the up button or the down button. You can press either one and the optic will come back on. A couple other really cool features of the MCO Pro: when you are adjusting your brightness up or down, when you get to the max setting going up, it will flash and let you know that you are on the brightest setting. And it will also do the same thing when you are decreasing the brightness. When you get to the lowest setting, it will flash. And the next really cool thing about the brightness is it does have auto sensing brightness if you want to use it. And to get into that mode, you will hold the up button for 3 seconds, and then the red dot is going to adjust for the lighting conditions that you are in. Now, I personally do not use auto brightness unless the optic only has it, but it is pretty cool that you have the option to use both. Now I want to talk a little bit about the mounting system on this. Now, this does obviously mount to a 1913 rail, and this is the mount that it comes with. Now, if you want a taller mount, Meprolight does offer a 1.93 inch mount that you can buy separately. To change the mount, you have 3 screws down in here. You will loosen those up, remove the mount, and then you can put the higher mount on. And speaking of the mount, one thing that I really like that they've done here, this does have a recoil lug in it. This is a must for an optic that mounts on a rifle. And when you go to torque this down on your rifle, you are going to use 35 inch-pounds. Now, one thing that I always like to go over in the unboxing is the windage and elevation. Your windage is here and your elevation is here, and you've got a nice cutout to use your tool to adjust the elevation. Now, your windage and elevation are 0.5 MOA per click. You have 50 MOA of total travel on the windage and on your elevation. So let's see how tactile and audible the clicks are on this optic. Oh, very nice. Very nice tactile clicks. Very audible. I don't know if you're picking up the audio, but they are very audible clicks. Let's check the elevation. And the same with the elevation. Now, the MCO Pro does have an IP67 waterproof and dustproof rating. And the warranty information on this is a little hard to understand. It does say it has a lifetime warranty on the craftsmanship, the housing, and things like that, but a 4-year warranty on the electronics. Now, I am going to register this on their website, and I will let you know in the review video if anything changes with the warranty after you register the product. Now, I want to do a quick size comparison on the MCO Pro because this is one of the biggest reasons I liked it at SHOT Show was how compact this is. So I went and grabbed the enclosed dot from NorthTac, and you can see that this is a big difference in size. But when it comes to the window size on this, there is not much difference between the two optics. Now, this is also about the same size as the lead and steel Promethean that I have, but I think it's pretty cool that you can pack all these features in this compact little package. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get this mounted up on our test rifle, and I will bring it back and show you what it looks like. All right, I got the MCO Pro mounted on the PSA Jackal. And I must say, I really like how it looks. Now, I did play around a little bit with where I wanted to mount the optic on the rail, and I chose to put it right here. This was my favorite spot. So I think we got a pretty good setup here. Now, as far as shake awake goes with the MCO Pro, I do not know if it works yet because it does take an hour to go into standby mode. So I will let you guys know that when we do the review video coming up. And what I'll do is let this sit all night, go into standby mode. I'll get the camera out, we'll tap it, and make sure it comes on. But I will let you know in the review video if the shake awake does work on this. Well, that's all I got in this video. I think it's a super cool optic. It's definitely unique, and I'm really, really excited for the next video to get this out for the review. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.